Right. Hello, welcome to Sit and Listen. Today we're talking about happiness. No man is free who cannot control himself. Pythagoras. It seems that to many, the road to happiness is acquisition. It seems that in order to be happy, one must acquire stuff. Get more money, get more food, get more sex, get more of more. The solution to the meaning of life, to happiness, seems to be a continuous consumption. Yet this solution lies best along the seven sins. Happiness and meaning cannot be about gaining wealth, about more stuff, or the satisfaction of all our desires. Or can it be? If you decide to satisfy any desire, you will very quickly become a slave to your own pursuit. Do you think Jeff Bezos is happy? I don't think so. I feel sorry for him because we should all be thankful to him. Amazon has increased the quality of life for many people. Do you think Adele is happy? How about Kim Kardashian? Is she happy? And we ought to know that giving into our feelings is not a good plan for life. If you were to satisfy your desire to eat whenever your system gives you a signal, you'd become unhappy very easily. And people, in fact, do. They become obese and self absorbed. It's said that humans are born good, but this is not true. Humans can only be good if they learn their assigned culture codes. Humans without culture are actually worse than animals. We're useless and harmful. For the human animal, it's culture that bestows the time they need to become efficient predators. And efficient predators means farming where you can feed millions. Culture allows us to be good and useful. We're not born good, we're made good. However, for true animals like lions and tigers, they are nature and nature is them. Animals are neither good nor bad, they simply are. A wolf eating a sheep alive isn't evil, it's just nature. If you're well integrated, then you should quickly realize that the acquisition of money and seeking to satisfy all your desires should give you an error signal. In fact, if you follow money, you won't get it. If you follow love, you won't find it. And if you look to satisfy your desires, you'll never be satisfied. However, happiness is somewhat different. I think humans are indeed born happy. Happiness is part of the natural condition of man. Happiness is nature. Under normal conditions, that is when the environment is safe and healthy, man and beast are happy. Happiness is an intrinsic aspect of nature. In the center of a happy family or in the midst of a protective pride, the infant and cub are happy. You see, happiness and meaning are conditions you're born with. Happiness, however, begins to erode when we start to think that we need to work to become happy. But in fact, what we need to do is to fight to protect our happiness from being robbed by goals that are nothing but a distraction at best and destructive at worst. The bad messages begin at school, then they are reinforced in our churches and glorified in the media. It's like a game of Chinese whispers or telephone. The real message of how to be happy gets distorted, and we begin to chip away at our happiness and life's meaning by listening to nonsense. The truth is that we don't have to work to be happy, we have to work to remain happy. We have to work to prevent the only thing that is left from the divine, the only thing that is natural and pure to be eroded. To protect our happiness, we must control ourselves. Controlling one's emotion is paramount in order to protect our happiness. Adam lacked self control, so did Cain and Moses. Moses, in a fit of anger, threw the tablets that God wrote on the ground and broke them, and God had to make them again. Control requires limitation. Control requires discipline. Control requires pruning. But most of all, to be able to control yourself, you need to understand that if you chase after money, sex, or love, you become a cog in a cultural and social machine that will tell you what to do, whether you like it or not. And in order to control yourself, you must be able to say no. No is a very powerful word. If you can say no to sex, no to drinking, to eating, to hanging out, then you can become more than you are. And if you become more than you are, then you can get more than you deserve. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. That's a quote from Warren Buffett. You want to come to a party? No. You want to smoke weed? No. You want another piece of cake? No. You want a tequila shot? No. No gives you more time to study, more time to work, and more time to think. No keeps you alive. No keeps your dignity. No keeps you thin. No keeps you from getting an STD. No keeps you healthy. It's not true that wealth makes you happy. It's not true that sex makes you happy. Nor is it true that food makes you happy, or that drinking is necessary to celebrate or be happy. It is true, however, that if you are happy, you will find wealth, peace of mind, health, and love. Arthur Schopenhauer said, money is human happiness in the abstract. And so the man who is no longer capable of enjoying such happiness in the concrete sets his whole heart on money. And this is true for anything that's a vice. And what is a vice? A vice is anything that is claimed necessary to explain, to achieve, and to improve your human existence. In order to be happy, do the following: eat less food, stop drinking, no sex unless you're married, stop getting on dating apps, they rob your soul, stop listening to the news. The news will make you depressed. It's all corrupt. News companies cannot help to be otherwise. They are like athletes. An athlete who would like to compete without using steroids can't do it because everyone's using steroids, so they'll never win. Don't chase money, chase excellence. Be competent, and money will come. Be happy without the need of money, food, or desires. Protect your happiness. You'll never be happier. Happiness is given to you once, and that's it. Your level of happiness will never be more than what God has allotted to you. And why should you listen to me? Because it'll make you feel better.